Say what's up, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Podcast at All. This is episode, I believe, 7? 8, 7?
I don't know, I lost count now.
Bro, we're not that far ahead, but we're losing count. Anyway.
I guess I'm just getting old.
Bro, I guess we're both getting old. My name is Chef.
This is Beardo.
And how you been, man? How you feeling?
I've been good, actually. The weather's turning warmer.
Finally, bro, finally. It's about time.
It's been good.
It's been good, man. So, we got a pretty current, recent topic for you guys.
Which is actually related to one of our previous podcasts. We said we might want to talk about it, but then we let it go.
And the perfect time kind of came to talk about it again. And to go maybe to dive a little bit deeper into it.
So it's about, I think a lot of you would have been familiar by the time this podcast is out.
And I have basically no idea of what happened.
Yeah, let me tell you. So last night, Tuesday night, Dave Chappelle was performing. I believe it was a Netflix show. I'm not sure if it was a Netflix show or not, but like the hashtag so far I've seen is Netflix is a joke. So I'm not sure if it's a special or if people are dissing Netflix, but it has something to do with Netflix.
The hashtag Netflix is a joke?
Yeah.
That's when you said that, it sounded familiar because I was watching the Johnny Depp trial, and they had like some Disney guy, like some Disney producer yesterday or maybe 2 days ago, and he was testifying and he's talking about Netflix and he's like, "Oh, but Netflix is a joke." And I was like, "Damn, how can you say that?" Like on.
I don't know. Maybe it's like Chappelle's new show, whatever. I'm not sure about it, but anyway, he was performing. And they said as soon as he was done in Hollywood, he was performing on the stage. As soon as he was done, there's almost like I don't know. I want to say there was 17,000 people. I'm not sure, but who cares?
Yeah.
And as soon as he was done, guess what? He gets tackled.
When he was done.
Yeah. When he was done with the show, he gets tackled by one of the guys in the audience, and it wasn't pretty bad. It was like, "Here comes John Cena" or something like that, you know. But it was a pretty bad tackle, and I saw like a little bit of the clip, but we're gonna watch it here, all of it.
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet.
So he tackles, boom, and Dave Chappelle apparently he falls.
Hold on, let's watch it.
The guy starts running, whatever happens, and
should I pull it up over here?
And yeah, you can pull it up over there.
Alright, I don't want you to explain it too deep because I kind of want us to.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but the guy got arrested.
Okay.
And currently he's on bail for $30,000.
All right.
And the stupid guy also got injured while he was attacking Dave Chappelle.
Bro, how you gonna attack someone to get injured, bro? Come on, man. Was Chappelle injured? Was Dave Chappelle injured?
No, I think he walked away just fine.
Damn, bro. We took an L on that one,
karma or something.
Alright, we got a stupid ad out of the way. Oof!
Look at that, bro. Damn.
Shocking video of Hollywood. We're seeing it for the first time together.
Here comes the spear.
Dave Chappelle. He was an audience member and he was armed. Chappelle
armed?
is okay.
Yeah.
Highlights the threats facing
he apparently had a gun and a knife.
Ultimately, free speech. Outkick founder Clay Travis. Clay, I don't know if you have a monitor there, but I was seeing that for the first time.
Damn, bro.
Netflix special. You got it.
Hold on, let me skip through a bit, see if there's any. Let me try to find any closer clips.
That's as far as you get. Like, there's only this. That's the guy being taken in the thing. So that's like the only clip that's like storming the internet right now. There's one zoomed. There might be some on Twitter that are like zoomed in, but they're all like the same angle. But anyway, he got tackled, and apparently his bodyguards came in time, and they kind of took him away. When he got arrested, they found a knife and a handgun, which I'm assuming the handgun was. Yeah, it says it's the 23-year-old man. His name is Isaiah or Isaiah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Isaiah. I mean, however you want to call it. And they said armed with a replica handgun. That contained a knife blade. So maybe that's how he got it in, because it was a replica gun. I don't know how else would you be able to.
But there's a blade also.
Maybe it was hidden, whatever.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
But funny. So before we like start doing our comments, so it's still unknown what the motive of this guy was, but I think we have like we've talked about this
It sounds
before,
pretty
and
like yeah.
but so before we dig into the motive, it wasn't like a racial thing because the guy who attacked him was also black. So you can dig the white supremacy or whatever out of it.
Okay.
So it's not that. Chris Rock apparently was there at the show.
He was there?
Yeah, and
Bro, he been getting PTSD, bro.
Bro, he said, did Will Smith show up?
Oh, yeah, that's a funny joke. That's a good one. That's a good way to kind of laugh about it.
I think, yeah, that's what like caught a lot of media
Oh, he
attention.
said, was that Will Smith? That's funny.
So, yeah, I think that made a lot of headlines too. But yeah, anyway, so today what we're talking about is it's not much of like a debate, or it's basically what we've discussed in a previous episode of ours, is that with this new trends going on,
Yeah.
and correct me if I'm wrong, I want you to be honest about it too.
Yeah.
And it's better to have like different perspectives, but I think we're both gonna agree here, and everyone who has a who's gonna think objectively is gonna agree with us, is that things are getting out of hand.
Yeah.
People are taking jokes seriously. I mean, and everyone is just kind of, although there's like this whole idea of freedom of speech,
Yeah.
but it's just,
They're kind of neglecting the fact that like.
and I
everyone
get
has
it.
their
I get
own-
it. Freedom of speech doesn't mean like I walk up to your face and cuss out
Yeah,
on you
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But this is exactly the kind of freedom of speech that is
Mm-hmm.
that we say we have in our country, but
Yeah.
apparently it's just washing away or whatever. And I think this is like, to me, I think this is because Dave Chappelle targets a certain group of people and jokes
Yeah.
about them, and it is because he's being, it's his personal thing, right? Like I said in the previous episode, jokes are funny when they're personal,
Mm-hmm.
or when they're about someone you can relate to, or someone you know.
Yeah.
So he's been having a tassel or whatever, a quarrel, whatever, with this particular group, or
Mhm.
feminists or whatever.
Yeah.
He discussed it multiple times in his shows as well. He talked about it. And then because he's having a tassel and his jokes are personal. So obviously they're going to get targeted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the thing is, they're taking it too seriously. And like, you just got to like accept a joke as a joke. And I think this guy had the same sentiments with that is shared by that group of people, or the group of people who shared like the
Yeah. 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 I get what you mean.
offended sentiments
So-
by his jokes,
so-
and which led to this attack.
So was this guy like? Was he a transgender? Was he part of the LGBTQ community? Does it say anything
So
about that?
it doesn't say anything like that, and honestly, it shouldn't, right? Honestly, it shouldn't.
I
Like,
mean, that would show some motive.
No, knowing the motive is another thing. But like, let's say you get punched by someone.
Yeah.
Who cares if he was gay or straight? He's a
No, I mean,
guy
okay,
who
no,
punched
no.
you, right?
Yeah, of course, but
And that's the same thing. The reason I'm saying that is he's joking about people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's joking about couples. Why does it matter if he's joking about gay couples or if he's joking about straight couples? A joke is a joke about couples, you know?
Yeah, I'm not saying that it matters, but I'm saying that it is something worth noting because it would explain a lot. Like, for example, there's this white supremacist that it's just like always like cussing out black people, or always like being racist towards like
Other minorities.
against African Americans or something. If he gets punched on stage and I ask you what was the race of the guy, you tell me black. Okay, that makes sense, you know. Because even though Dave Chappelle is joking, but those guys take it probably in the same kind of same like in the same way
Yeah,
as the
being
example
white.
that I
If
gave.
he was white,
I'm
that
all-
made sense. The guy
Well,
who punched him, if he was white, it would have made sense. He said,
no,
because like,
not really, because he doesn't talk about race so much. Actually, he does, but
like if
to
it
be
was
honest.
like a racist attack, and if it were by a white or some other race,
Yeah.
then we could probably classify it as like a racist attack or something. But and like they said, the motive is still not known.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of believe it might be touching to that community. However, it might not.
Yeah.
Who knows? But because he kind of does a lot of jokes on it, I think it's.
But back to the freedom of speech thing we were talking about. I think, yeah, what you put up a really good argument, and I would agree with you that like these new movements are kind of getting in the way of the freedom of speech because these communities have like gained their rights and have earned their rights through their freedom of speech. So why would they neglect another person's freedom of speech to state their opinion? Because maybe Dave Chappelle is against like like I know he's against transgender athletes and stuff like that.
Bro, it makes sense. Like,
In my opinion, it does make sense, but that is his opinion, and he's
everyone is entitled to it.
entitled to their own opinion. Yeah. So, like for example, this joke that he made once, he was like, what was he saying? He was like, is it not a coincidence that like if a woman would transition into a man, like a woman athlete, professional athlete would transition to a man, and they'd be like in the bottom of the competition. But if like LeBron James were to
Become a woman.
would come to a woman, he would have to go to the WNBA because he's a woman, where he was gonna dominate for like 36 seasons in a row or something like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna score like 37,000 points. He said something like that, which is pretty funny. But I mean,
And it actually makes sense too. Like,
yeah. So what I was saying was why are these people who used to fight for their rights and fight for their freedom of speech now
or hushing others down.
exactly?
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's weird.
Sure.
It's just what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for here? Double
Ironic,
standards.
double standards,
It's kind of like them
Um,
having double standards.
hypocritical,
Yeah. So
and also this is probably like a bit of a domino effect after the Chris Rock incident. Like now, because you know after the Chris Rock incident happened, where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock for, like joking about his wife and stuff like that. All comedians were kind of like hesitant now about making those kind of jokes because Will Smith kind of opened up people's eyes that if they don't hear something they don't like, if they hear something that they don't like, they can go up to stage and do something about it.
that's not an eye opener. This
But-
is more of like a.
I feel like it is a bit of an eye. Not. I want to say maybe not an eye opener. That might not be the right term, but
It's kind of bad. I don't know.
yeah. No, I'm not saying eye opener in a good way. You know.
I don't know. It's just getting out of hand, man. I mean, he could have been killed. You know. I'm just.
Yeah. I mean, if that guy was armed, he had a knife on him. He could have done anything. You know.
And I'm just glad that he isn't dead. You know, we would have
I
lost.
hope he's not even injured. He shouldn't be injured. I think he's fine.
I mean, comedy is dying anyway, and now he gets to die. I don't like that.
Yeah. He made several jokes about the transgender community in his stand-up routine, and even boasted during Tuesday night's performance that he has recently been forced to increase his security amid new threats. And it sounds about right.
So I guess what we're thinking might be like we may not be like 100% correct, but it has something to do with the LGBTQ community and his
Most
jokes and
likely.
transgender jokes and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
most likely, because whenever like Dave Chappelle's name gets brought up, LGBTQ community often gets.
Or it could be
Gets brought up either.
the feminists. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but there's always something that's gonna offend the feminists. Bro, that interview.
That might be, but that interview's too good. And then the feminist is like, wait, no, and then she starts like getting
I mean,
triggered.
nothing against feminists, but like, what's that famous that dude we watch that does improv stand up?
Oh, Andrew Schultz.
Yeah, he said like the feminists found like a really good time to show feminism and equal rights Back in the days when we were fighting buffaloes and lions.
They're like, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Now that times are easy. That's
I
funny.
don't know.
That's a good joke.
So that's
And it
another
is a
topic.
joke. Just being clear, it is a joke. You know.
Imagine we were being cancelled
We're
before
about to get tackled right now.
before we were even known.
For real.
Come on, man. But like, I think it should be about equity. Equality is not always the correct option, you know.
Yeah.
Like in a classroom, there are people who are smart. There are people who have a hard time.
Yeah. If you
There are
give everyone
people who
the same
have
attention.
there are people who have like disabilities like dyslexia or something. So
True.
obviously,
Or just some people are just hard like have a harder time learning than others.
yeah. So obviously you're gonna spend more time. It makes sense to spend more time on the guy who needs more help or the
Yeah.
woman who needs more help instead of working too much on the, because like you need to bring the whole class on at par,
Yeah. True.
So it's the same thing. Like certain things men are good, certain things women are good.
You ever heard of like Jordan Peterson, what he says about that kind of stuff? He's like,
Is that the guy with the suit and everything?
yeah, the Canadian guy. He's
Like a little
he's
bit
like
white
pretty
hair.
skinny. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
He brings up good points.
yeah,
And
but
people always confuse him of being like against women and stuff like that. But I mean, I'm not a woman, but in my perspective, I don't feel like he is.
I mean,
I think
I don't know about that, but like, and that's not even like the focus of our topic right now.
That's true.
But he brings up good points. I agree with that. But like, what I'm saying is, what we are actually trying to say through this podcast is, we need to rethink about what's supposed to be taken as a joke and what's not, and give everyone the space to have their own opinions. It's okay to have your own opinions. You don't have to kill each other for it.
True.
Just because,
and nothing is being shoved down your throat. Like
if you don't like it, just turn the TV off.
Exactly.
And if you and I don't agree on something, that doesn't mean we can't be friends. Or there are things that you don't agree on that probably. I do. Mm-hmm. There's been so many times we've had so many like discussions. You're like, yeah, I don't think that way, and I'm like, okay, you're dumb, but okay. Or you said the same thing to me.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's okay. We just walk it off. It's not like,
yeah, no need to be like.
It said like our fingerprints don't even match, bro. How do you expect everyone else's mentality to match?
True.
So I think what we're trying to say is like, this needs to be corrected. Otherwise, it's gonna get worse. And this is just celebrities. It's gonna come down to normal people.
True.
And the hatred is already like after the pandemic.
It's only gonna grow.
After the pandemic and everything got like hella weird.
Yeah.
So
it's only gonna get weirder,
So with that being said, I'm glad Dave Chappelle is alive. I'm a big fan, and I hope to see this special on Netflix. I hope it was. I heard Fluffy's special is coming out from the Dodger Stadium. We watched it. Hopefully, it has some more stuff that we didn't see.
Yeah.
I guess this was a special that might be airing soon.
I hope so.
I'm looking forward to Muhammad Amir's special.
I hope he does have one.
I hope he has one. It's been the two we saw was. I'm kind of thirsty for more. It was fun.
True.
So, with that, let us. What do you think? Do you agree with us? Are we out of our boundary? Don't hate us. Don't cancel us. We're not against any group. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Let us know what you guys think. Leave a like or dislike for that matter. And I know our videos have not been viewed so many times, but eventually when we get comments, we hope that you guys are gonna let us know how we did.
Yeah.
And tell us what you want us to talk about. And be sure to like, dislike, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.